What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put some food in for the hero to eat and get a big score from. I'm going to put my first piece here, and I'm going to click, and that's a bit of fun. I'd really like it in the middle, so if I look a bit lower, I can't really get it in the middle. And that's because at the moment I've told this piece of food to be 16 by 16 and to sit right in the middle of the square. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go back to the sprite. So notice it's the sprite I'm going back to. And I want to change that, saying I don't want you to put it over in the corner. I'd like you to center it. And obviously halfway the center of something which is 16 is 8. So click OK on that, and I can see that these have jumped now. So when I put them in position, I click in the square below and to the right of where I want it to appear. So below and to the right, I can put one there, and I can put as much food as I like throughout my maze. It'll appear nicely in the middle. Okay, the second thing I want to do, this is after all a game, and I want to be able to score points. To do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to the food that whenever the hero runs into a piece of food, that piece of food gets destroyed, and I'm going to go to the score tab and click on the first one, which says, when it comes up, set the score. Now the way it sets the score is I can say that the new score is 10. Now at the moment, every time it runs into a piece of food, it'll set the score to 10, which isn't what I want to do. Every time it runs into a piece of food, I want it to add 10 to the score. Now the way it does add 10 is by clicking on relative. Now relative means change it by 10. So if the score is 90 and I run into a piece of food, it says change that score by 10. So changing the score by 10 would make it from 90 to 100. If I wanted to take the score down, so if for instance if I was doing lives, then I might do minus. If my score was 90 and I change it by minus 10, that would make it 80. But in this case, I just want it to be changed relative 10. So set score relative to 10, which means add 10 to the score. So click OK. So now I've got the food in my maze. I can press play. Wait a second for it to come up. Here's my hero, and at the moment up here it's just blank. So clicks the first one. So it's eaten the first piece of food, it's disappeared, and the score's gone up to 10. When I move across and eat the second one, score goes to 20 and 30 and 40, and I can start going through the maze, 50, eating up the food. Now what I want to do next is put a way of getting out of this maze, getting to the end of the maze, and when the hero gets to the end of the maze, I'd let them be able to go to a new room.